If you want to know the absolute best weapons in the game and equipment to get early, you are in the right place. When starting the game all the way through mid-game, there are already tons of shelters to choose from, especially each shelter provides a different type of unlockable and upgrades. It can be confusing which shelter you should prioritize first, and you can potentially waste time by leveling a shelter that provides a not so good reward, especially when maxing connections takes time. So I'll be giving my top 15 weapons and gear that you can't afford to miss and can significantly improve your gameplay. This will save you the guesswork and a lot of time. Like for example, the combat boots that will allow Sam to take out a human target in a single dropkick. The dropkick maneuver is insanely strong already in this game, and the combat boots makes it even more broken. Not only it is great for combat, but extremely durable as well for long treks, especially orders that will require Sam to travel on foot. The combat boots works really well with the combat gloves, and equipping these two turns Sam in a full-blooded brawler that feast melee playstyle lovers would love to get their hands on. Unlock the combat boots by completing the mission, deliver necrobiomes to the F2 South Distribution Center, and missing it is not an option since it is part of the main scenario. The combat gloves pairs really well with the combat boots as mentioned, and these gloves gives you the ability to damage machines and human type targets without issues by imbuing Sam's punches with electricity. Another plus is that the gloves have a stealth electrocute ability, useful for covert operations just in case you don't want to use the strand in taking down targets quietly. Sam can charge the gloves to release a cone-like electricity blast which can stun targets in an instant or make enemy vehicles short-circuit. That the charge has a long wind-up time that makes Sam vulnerable against incoming attacks. Very effective against multiple enemies if you manage to pull the charge off. Also gives additional protection when blocking and helps you climb mountains with ease. Very versatile item and can provide a lot of value on the table. Get the combat gloves by leveling your connection to F2 South Distribution Center to unlock the base gloves, then reach 3-star connections to unlock the level 2 upgrade for these gloves. Most of the best items in the game requires you to grind connection levels, especially some of them are locked behind a 4 to 5-star level of connections. So if you want to know the fastest way to raise your connection to max levels, I've covered the top 3 methods to farm likes in the game in this video. The link is provided in the description or click the card here. Starting the top 15 list strong with the Tri-Cruiser, which is your first vehicle in the game. Once you've unlocked it, there is no reason for you to not use it as it can help you carry additional cargo by taking advantage of its side slots attachments. Very useful in carrying heavy loads in the early game until the pickup off-roader has been unlocked. The Tri-Cruiser has a fantastic movement speed, useful for time-sensitive deliveries, especially if a player doesn't have access to zip lines yet. You will be unlocking this awesome vehicle after defeating your first boss in the game, so you will not miss this awesome vehicle. If you are looking for something different, the custom high voltage rod will give you a diverse kind of fun. Very strong and effective against both humans and mechs because it produces electricity. 2 swings with this rod can take out human type enemies, while a fully charged attack will take a heavy bandit in a single hit. This could have been a better weapon if the charging time were fast enough, but charging it takes time. The biggest negative so far is that it could potentially break after dealing with 5 to 6 enemies. Throwing it is not advisable as well since the weapon will be gone permanently, but very useful when used against enemy vehicles. I originally considered the custom twin rod, but since they have almost identical uses, I picked this one. Get the high voltage rod by raising your connection levels to 3 stars in Villa Libre Shelter. Taking the top 13 spotlight is the grenade pouch. Pretty straightforward backpack attachment and equipping multiple pouches increasing the number of your ready-to-use grenades. Very useful when dealing with wide BT areas or location. I usually run 3 pouches in my usual backpack build, and these are more than enough to get through most things. You'll be unlocking the grenade pouches by just progressing in the story, specifically the mission, deliver the chiral decontaminator to the government's base. Another pretty straightforward attachment is a large space ammo container level 2. What it does is it provides Sam with extra ammo magazines, and equipping this ammo container almost eliminates the need to bring multiple identical weapons just to have extra ammo, making your backpack loadouts neat and organized. It looks like that the ammo container is not working at first because it only provides its ammo reserves after your actual weapons ammo reserves ran out. Get this awesome attachment by raising your connection levels to 4 stars with the governor, and you will also be getting the level 1 version in lower stars upgrade in the same shelter. If you're getting value so far, subscribe to the channel. Liking the video and engaging in the comments helps me a lot. Join our Discord server and discuss role-playing games such as this, and I appreciate your support. Another must-have back attachment that you can get from the governor is the chiral anti-gravity material. Anything that adds weight capacity, especially at the early game, is overpowered and offers a lot of value. Each anti-gravity material adds 10 load capacity, and I usually have a slot of 3 to 4 devices in the early game. If you do this, you can have an easy 30 to 40 additional load capacity. Works extremely well with the battle skeleton, giving you a total of 130 to 140 load capacity when both gear are used. The list goes spicier in here as we are going over the best of the best gear that you should be using early. And coming in hot at the top 10 spot is the Bola stun gun, which surprises me in every way. This stun gun is an absolute fantastic weapon, useful in general combat when it comes to human enemies. This gun can take out human enemies in a single shot, regardless of whether the enemy is armored or not. Plus, look how satisfying it is to tie your enemies and electrify them. The best thing is, you can easily make it as one of your best stealth weapons in the game. Its range is amazing as well, which can hit targets from mid to long range. Get this awesome weapon by raising your connection levels to 4 stars at the Inventor's Shelter. Blood grenades destroy BTs like nothing, and the level 2 upgrade of this grenade even makes its overall damage very potent. With its level 2 upgrade, you can take out regular BTs with one grenade or take out a significant chunk of HP of a BT boss. But the best thing is, not only does the grenade deal even more significant damage, it also amplifies the damage of other weapons through blood mist. So you are double dipping the damage here. Just look how fast I am chipping the boss health for this instance. Not really advisable to use in human type enemies unless you want to impair them and finish the job with a dropkick or something. Get this awesome grenade by raising your connection levels to 3 stars at C1 South Distribution Center, while the base grenade design will also be unlocked early in the game. Taking the top 9 spotlight is the SL Machine Pistol. If you want to roleplay a Snake from Metal Gear series, this weapon is for you. When it comes to side firearms, and it is useful against any target. This pistol has a semi-auto and full auto mode when it comes to its firing rate, giving you further control to match your playstyle, and it also has a built-in flashlight. Firepower is not that high but pretty decent for a side handgun, but pretty effective in stealth approaches. Unlock this awesome pistol by raising your connection levels to 3 stars with the Ciudad Nudo del Norte C1 facility. The Assault Rifle MP Level 2 is one of the greatest general weapons in the game. As expected, this weapon will perform in general combat aside from stealth of course. Also has a very high fire rate, especially if you have the A-Pass enhancement fire rate, which is so satisfying to use. Has an impressive accuracy as well, and the best thing is, it boasts a very large ammo capacity, not counting the reserves, which is useful for long fights. Good general range as well and will not let you down on every type of target. This gun is reliable and user-friendly and suggested to the general player base. On top of that, it has a built-in flashlight. But what makes it deadly is that the Assault Rifle Level 2 gains substantial firepower with a grenade launcher attached to it. Useful when dealing with multiple targets or when bursting down a boss or a vehicle. Also has a semi and full auto mode for further control. Unlock this great assault rifle by raising your connection levels to 4 stars at C1 South Distribution Center, and the base weapon design is one of your starting weapons in the game. Now this is really something. If you just want firepower, the big bore handgun will not disappoint you. One of my absolute go-tos when not doing stealth operations and if I want some action. Extremely powerful especially at close range and can penetrate helmets and armor in every shot. Can one-shot heavy bandits at close range when targeting the head and staggers them when hitting other body parts. It can be your main weapon and it is more than enough to take out a bandit camp in most cases. All kinds of targets hate this gun and BTs and mechs will not stand a chance against this bad boy. Just look at the insane damage that I'm dealing to the boss with the blood mist for this instance. A huge plus is, it is just a sub-weapon that can easily fit your holster and also comes with a flashlight. Unlock this monster by raising your connection level to 4 stars at C1 Ciudad Nudo del Norte. Coming in hot in top 6 spot is the Shotgun MP Level 2. One of my absolute go-tos in any type of combat as long as I'm not doing stealth missions. This thing is an absolute boss killer and very effective against any type of target. Even if it fails to one-shot targets, its high stopping power staggers enemies in every fire, making them powerless to incoming attacks. Extremely powerful at close range and even decent in mid-range combat, thanks to the attached grenade launcher which improves its overall range, giving Sam versatility in long and short range combat. Comes with a dot sight and flashlight as well, and can be set in semi-auto, full auto, and burst. Burst mode quickly fires 2 rounds with a fast fire rate, so you will be melting bosses with this gun. Like for example, not even using a blood mist here for this instance, but you can see how devastating the damage is. But what about if you use blood mist? Then expect very serious damage, especially when it comes to BT bosses. Get this OP weapon by leveling your relationship with the musician to 3 stars and unlocking the base weapon design by first unlocking his shelter via a story mission. Taking the top 4 spot in one of the absolute best weapons in the game, the lightweight trunk sniper rifle. This rifle is one of my absolute go-tos when doing stealth missions, especially when playing in higher difficulties. The base form even without the silencer can even provide value in early game, especially when raiding bandit camps. You can still have the upper hand when targeting these bandits from a distance, even they were already alerted after taking your shot. Of course, its best offering is its absurd range, capable of making all enemies sleep in a camp without a hassle. If you want to avoid enemy confrontation, this gun is for you. But when the silencer unlocks, this trunk rifle can easily be one of the best weapons in the entire game. Although it doesn't affect BT enemies and mechs, I see human enemies are far more dangerous and you will be dealing with bandits most of the time, while you will be encountering rare mech fights in the early game. If you're using this weapon, avoid hitting armors and helmets and aim for the legs or arms to trunk enemies fast. Unlock this awesome gun by completing the Cyber Order 101, recover the mementos from the BT area, and connect the lone commander to the chiral network. Then unlock its max upgrade by raising your connection levels to 5 stars, and this sick weapon will be yours. This list is not all about guns and attachments only, and vehicles are also OP, making your day-to-day deliveries as fast and efficient. Vehicles can help more connections fast in all shelters if you know how to use them properly. The pickup off-roader is my staple vehicle in almost type of orders, if the terrain matches the off-roader that is. It has an insane load capacity and is oftentimes being used in farming and transporting lost cargo in the game. If you want to gain the fastest likes to max out shelter connections, you will be using this awesome vehicle in significant portion of the entire game. It gives the user convenience by acquiring cargo in the field, with a sticky gun by conveniently snagging cargo while you are on your way making your day-to-day deliveries. Also provides firepower with the use of heavy machine gun. The heavy machine gun fires simultaneously with the user's weapon, effective in all kinds of targets. Unlock this awesome vehicle by completing the mission, restore the monorail, and deliver the special alloys to F1. When arriving at West Fort Knot, you will be receiving this story mission, so you will not miss it. Taking the top 2 spot are the sticky cannon and the heavy machine gun attachment of the off-roader. You've already know what the sticky cannon does, and it basically streamlines cargo farming when you are out in the field, making lost cargo farming such a breeze. And as mentioned, the heavy machine gun pretty much serves as an added firepower. What it does is it can simultaneously fire heavy rounds along with your equipped weapon, so you will be destroying targets fast. Very effective against all targets and can perform well in BT areas or bandit camps. This gear or attachment is high up on the list because of the value it provides, making farming easier while giving Sam additional firepower when using the off-roader, making its overall value even more noticeable. The same thing with the combat boots. Unlock the attachment by completing Order 19, deliver Necrobio to the F2 South Distribution Center, which is a story mission, so you are not going to miss this. I firmly believe that the Battle Skeleton Level 3 is the best gear that you can't miss and the one that you should be prioritizing. This skeleton offers extreme value in all types of activities, both in combats and daily deliveries. This skeleton improves your overall defense against projectiles by protecting Sam's body with shields. Very useful when raiding bandit camps, especially when caught up in action. On top of that, This gear increases movement speed as well, making it ideal for deliveries. But the crazy thing is, it provides a whopping 100 load capacity at level 3, which is an absolute ton, especially in early game. While it does require a battery to operate, you will barely run out of personal battery if you know what you're doing. Unlock this equipment as soon as you can, and you'll be getting immense value all throughout the game. In all of the items that I've shown you so far, you can see that I have never removed this equipment. And as mentioned, anything that increases your load capacity, especially in early to mid game, is broken, making your loadouts and environmental interactions significantly better. Unlock this beast by raising your connection levels to 4 stars at the Western Environmental Observatory, while unlocking its base form by just completing the story mission, Liberating Western Observatory. But as mentioned, if you want to unlock the best weapons and gear in the game, or want to learn the fastest way to farm likes and max out your shelter connections, click on this video and I will catch you on the next one.